storied venues in college football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Huskers ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Running inside, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Throwing. Carr. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. And what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Punt is on its way. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Direct snap. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. When you're called corn huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
They'll give it to him again. Picks up the first down. Maybe some room here. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
On the run, it's Nelson. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. To throw, it's Calandria. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And what a decision to go for it on fourth down, and it pays off running the football, David. We knew coming into this one, they knew they had to be aggressive, right? They were going to have to identify the opportunities early in this football game to just put the pedal to the metal to try and make good things happen early, and that's
and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it on the counter. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Play action, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here's Carr to throw. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Hands it off. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
The screen, he can go.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Again, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Caught, breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running into the open space. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if...
There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Garcia, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Over the middle, it's Williams. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Right back to the well. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr hauls it in. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Got a man. It's Eyes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Carr. Under fire. And down he goes.
And man, this guy is not disappointing. Sometimes you get that 5-star and that hype, and they come to college and like, where have they been? First couple games, man, getting sacks, getting his name in that column, showing that he's got elite upside, elite athletic ability, and that's why he was such a big-name 5-star recruit.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Throwing, Carr. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in, it's Gilbert. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the air again, Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Now from inside the red zone. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Smashes it between the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 13 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Cyclones, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. Create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Working that left side now. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants to go deep. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long. It's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Makes the grab. It's Gilbert. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The run inside. It's Williams. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Play action, C.J. Carr. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Right on target this time. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Carr. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense had the look they liked. Tight ends are such matchup problems because of their size and because of their athleticism. And this offense does a nice job moving this guy around, especially in this area of the field.
Carr. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. They march the ball 51 yards for the score, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Look out, he's got room. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, it's a reverse. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up, handling the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Calandria. Finds his tight end. Gain of 8, it's now 3rd and 2. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Direct snap. Finding some room. Oh, what a cut! They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back has it. Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces...
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stayed tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Touchdown, Husker! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Cornhuskers punch back.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Throwing, Carr. Right on the money. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, they're after him. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Might have a chance. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield is Carr. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Irish! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The Irish punch back.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the 4th. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Rush is on him. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 45, on his way. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
A run for the quarterback. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. They're setting up the screen. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage.
Could be an alley. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up-tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Snap to the back. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Back has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Nelson. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Cornhuskers punch back.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Got a man in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. The 40, and the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.